Welcome to History in a Hurry. I'm Professor Malcolm Mazer, and in this episode we will cover the Battle of Stalingrad during World War II. The Battle of Stalingrad, fought between August 23, 1942 and February 2, 1943, stands as one of the most significant and brutal confrontations of World War II. This pivotal battle between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union took place in and around the city of Stalingrad, modern-day Volgograd, and marked a turning point on the Eastern Front. It epitomized the ferocity of total war, the resilience of the human spirit, and the strategic importance of resource control and morale in a protracted conflict. Stalingrad was strategically significant for several reasons. Located on the western bank of the Volga River, it was a vital industrial hub and transport route for the Soviet Union. Control of the city would disrupt Soviet supply lines and allow Germany to press further into the Caucasus, where rich oil fields awaited exploitation. For Adolf Hitler, capturing Stalingrad also held symbolic importance due to its namesake, Joseph Stalin, making it a propaganda prize. Stalin, equally determined, ordered that the city be defended at all costs, viewing its loss as unacceptable for Soviet morale and war effort. The German offensive to capture Stalingrad, codenamed Operation Blue, began in the summer of 1942. Initially, German forces led by General Friedrich Paulus and the Sixth Army advanced with stunning speed, capturing large swaths of territory and forcing Soviet forces to retreat. By late August, the Germans reached the outskirts of Stalingrad and began an aerial bombardment that reduced much of the city to rubble. Despite the devastation, the Soviet defenders, bolstered by civilian volunteers, transformed the ruins into a labyrinth of resistance, setting the stage for intense urban warfare. The fighting in Stalingrad was characterized by its relentless brutality and close-quarters combat. German and Soviet soldiers engaged in fierce battles over individual buildings, streets, and even staircases, leading to the term Rattenkrieg, Rat War. Landmarks like the Mamayev-Kurgan Hill, Pavlov's House, and the Red October Factory became iconic battlegrounds. German forces struggled to adapt to the city's chaotic environment, where their superior mobility and firepower were neutralized by the Soviets' tactics of ambushes, snipers, and relentless counterattacks. As the Germans became bogged down in the city, the Soviet leadership under Marshal Georgy Zhukov planned a counteroffensive. Dubbed Operation Uranus, the Soviet strategy aimed to encircle the German Sixth Army by targeting its flanks, which were defended by weaker Axis forces, including Romanian and Italian troops. Launched on November 19, 1942, the operation was a stunning success. Soviet forces broke through the Axis defenses, and within days, they had encircled the Sixth Army in Stalingrad, trapping over 300,000 German soldiers. The encirclement marked a dramatic shift in the battle and the war. Hitler ordered Paulus to hold the city at all costs, promising supplies via airlift and eventual relief. Conditions for the German soldiers deteriorated rapidly as they faced starvation, freezing temperatures, and relentless Soviet assaults. By late January 1943, the situation for the German Sixth Army had become untenable. Paulus, recently promoted to field marshal by Hitler in an implicit order not to surrender, no German field marshal had ever been captured alive, faced the collapse of his forces. Despite Hitler's insistence, Paulus surrendered on February 2, 1943, marking the end of the battle. Of the initial 300,000 soldiers trapped in Stalingrad, fewer than 91,000 were taken prisoner, and most would not survive Soviet captivity. The Battle of Stalingrad had profound consequences for both sides. For Germany, the defeat was catastrophic. The loss of an entire army and the psychological blow dealt to the Wehrmacht shattered the illusion of German invincibility. For the Soviet Union, the victory was a significant boost to morale and demonstrated their capacity to mount effective large-scale operations. The human cost of the battle was staggering. Estimates suggest that over 2 million people, soldiers and civilians, were killed, wounded, or missing, making Stalingrad one of the bloodiest battles in history. The city itself was left in ruins, and its reconstruction became a symbol of Soviet resilience. The battle also underscored the devastating impact of total war, with civilians suffering immensely from bombing, starvation, and violence. Stalingrad remains a symbol of courage and sacrifice. For the Soviet Union, it became a source of national pride and an enduring part of their wartime narrative. For Germany, it was a sobering reminder of the hubris and strategic miscalculations that contributed to their eventual defeat. In conclusion, the Battle of Stalingrad was not only a turning point in World War II, but also a testament to the resilience and determination of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable adversity. Its lessons continue to resonate, reminding us of the costs of war and the importance of strategy and preparation in achieving victory. Thanks for racing through history with us on History in a Hurry. If you enjoyed today's quick dive into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a fast-paced trip through time. Please reply in the comments with ideas for our next history lesson. See you in the next one.